Hey everybody, Steven here, and today showing and talking about some big Black Friday deals that Sceptre is going to be having. So this is going to be for Black Friday only. So this is on the 26th. So this will be this Friday only that you can find these deals. I don't know, they're telling me that, but maybe it rolls over into Cyber Monday. I don't know, we'll see about that. There's another video that I will do talking about other monitors that are going to have discounts until December, but that'll be a separate video. Now with these, I'm just going to be showcasing the Amazon pages here so that I can get this video quick and out so that everybody can see it versus trying to showcase some of my footage with this. And I haven't actually reviewed all of these, but let's go ahead and start with the C408B-QWN168W. I have reviewed this. This is a phenomenal monitor. So this is actually a 40-inch monitor. So this one, solid monitor for gaming. You can use the new consoles with it. So you can use the Xbox Series X or your PlayStation 5 with this. This is going to have $100 off of it. This is actually already discounted. When I bought mine, it was $650. Right now it's $590. And so if we're bumping this down another 100, so this may be $490, maybe $500, I don't know, just because of the price change with this a little bit. So look for this one. I gave this a really good review. The size with it, it has a good response time. It has that 3000 R curve with it. That's just because of how big it is. HDR 400 with it. It has the 165 Hertz. You do get the FreeSync Premium with this. Colors looked great on this. You do with any of these, because you're looking at VA panels, you do get some ghosting with this or black smearing. This is more minimal. My big thing with this is that the colors to me popped because of the coating that they have on the actual screen. Initially, I was kind of off-put by it, but the longer I played it, the more I liked it. And I still have this monitor. This is a phenomenal monitor. Down the road, they have said with the Nebula Series 2, and I started talking about this when I got this info, they are going to actually have these in black for the molding as well, because right now you can only get them in the white, so something else to consider with this. Other big thing here is the color. You get 99% of the sRGB color gamut. Again, colors look great with this. So moving on, we then have, if I can get that off there, the E275B-QPN168. This is a 27-inch 1440p monitor. We have 144 Hertz here with a 1 millisecond MPRT response time. It does have the built-in speakers. We get the HDR 400. I have not done a video on this one. No, this isn't the one I have. There's another one that I have that I just got, a 24-inch that I really like, that's 1440p. So similar specs with this, but this one you can get in 27-inch or 32-inch IPS. You're not going to have a curve with this. This is just going to be a flat panel here. You get the 450 nits of brightness with that. And does it say, so it's just the HDR 400. I was wondering if they did the peak brightness. I got the VESA certification. Doesn't look like they have that for the HDR 600. You can do HDMI with this, but DP port for most people if you're on PC. This one you're actually going to get $50 off. So right now, again, it's already discounted. So I'm wondering if these discounts are going to come off top of that. So now you're looking at, if they did do that, I mean, that's $170 for this version, $230 for the 32-inch. I suspect that the colors with this are really good as well, especially considering that it is that IPS panel. I don't know if it's going to show 135% of the sRGB color space there, the color gamut. So, ooh. And actually, I said 1 millisecond MPRT. This is 1 millisecond gray to gray. I want to get this monitor now. 1 millisecond gray to gray. You will have far less ghosting or black smearing that you would find with a 1 millisecond MPRT response time monitor. This has me really intrigued. I may pick this up for myself. I really want to get this now. Built-in speakers with this. My assumption is they're 2 or 3 watt speakers. The previous monitor had that as well. So the first one that we looked at, this one actually has speakers as well. I think they're 3 watt. They're all right. That was kind of one of the things I wish was a little bit louder with it. But yeah, this is gonna be a solid deal. I may get this for myself actually. So let's move on though. So now we have the C355W-344 0UN or OUN. So with this we have a 35-inch ultra wide monitor, 1440p, 100 hertz. With this, is it going to tell us the curve? That looks like an 1800R curve with this. 100 hertz, so it's not going to have the highest refresh rate with it, but it's definitely going to be better than the 60 hertz that you normally find. 4 millisecond response time, a little bit slower. That 1800R curve, called it. So 1800R curve with this one, but that 4 milliseconds, that may be something that for hardcore gamers, you're not going to want to get this one. The other ones, does this have... Yeah, so you get the full adjustments with this one, right? Height adjustment, tilt, pan, swivel. You get the same thing with the first monitor that we showcased. This one, you just get the tilt. So something to keep in mind that all of these are VESA compatible in terms of being able to mount them. So if you have a monitor arm, that shouldn't be an issue, but this, it only tilts. So I'm seeing more drawbacks with this one potentially with that. It really just depends on what you're doing with this. I'm also not seeing the color space. I'm assuming it's probably 99% of the sRGB color space here. But this one, we're going to get $100 off of it. So if it's $429, I mean, it's $329 after that discount. So something, if you are in the kind of market for an ultra wide, but they have some better ones coming up. So this definitely wouldn't top my list. It just depends on, again, what you're needing with this. So let's move on to the next one. This is a 34-inch. The other one was 35. This one is 34. This is also 1080p, and it's 100 hertz as well. But this is the C345W-256. I'm assuming that's, again, 0UN or OUN with this. This one here is going to be $80 off. So right now it's $350, so you'll drop that down to, what, $270? Solid price for an ultra wide here. Again, you're dealing with 100 hertz. My big thing here would probably be, I can't go back to 1080p. I've been on 1440p and 4K for so long. That, to me, I just can't do it. If that's something that you're not needing, it may not be a deal breaker for you. It kind of looks like this only has tilt as well. Yeah, VESA compatible with this, but yeah, you're only going to get the tilt. I need the full adjustments personally with this. So we got our adaptive sync, 1500R curve with this one, so a little bit more curve. It's subtle between the two, but I do like either the 15 or the 1800R curve with this. 95% of the sRGB color space, so it's not going to have the same amount of colors. Only 320 nits, so the brightness, it's there. I like 350 and above. It's close, but I mean, you're going to have to adjust this to make sure that it is to your liking with that. Their presets, I will say this about all of them, they are pretty good for all of the monitors that I've used, which has been awesome. So you may get a good preset, whether that's, typically for me, it's FPS or movie that I get the colors and the brightness and the contrast that I want out of it. Built-in speakers with this, again, they're probably 2 to 3 watts with this one. So that's going to be this one. Again, that is going to be the $80 off. This one, this is one that I have on my list that I've told them I do want to test. Again, though, the thing that's kind of making me hesitant is that it's a 1080p monitor, but this is the E448B-FSN168. This is a 43.8, so a 44-inch ultra-wide monitor. So this is a 32:9. I think that's like two 24 or 27-inch monitors together? But this is 3840 by 1080p, so you're dealing in 1080p again, and it's 120 hertz with the display port with this. You get the HDR 600, which is awesome, which means the brightness there is good, and it does have built-in speakers, and you get the FreeSync Premium with this. 125% of the sRGB color space, or the color gamut, so it has that wide color gamut. Colors on this should look good. When you're dealing with a lower resolution, this just might not have the crispness that you're going to see, the clarity that you would see with a 1440p monitor or 4K monitor. To me, 1440p is just the sweet spot for a monitor, but this is an IPS, so the colors here are going to be really good. Let's see what else we can find on this. 1 millisecond MPRT response time. So yeah, some black smearing, some ghosting to be expected with this a little bit. Does it say here? No, it doesn't say with if it's the 2 or not. You get the remote with it. Ah, right there. That I do like that. This is one of the handful of monitors that actually has a USB hub with it. Most of theirs do not. This one has it. I wish the other ones did. And then you will get the height adjustment, tilt, and swivel. You can't pivot this. I mean, you can't like rotate it, right, in a circle, so you can't make it vertical. I wouldn't suspect that with this monitor. It's too tall, essentially. So that one here, go back up to the top. Normal price, $530. This one you're going to get $130 off. So this is going to drop down to $400. That is a pretty solid price for this, considering all that you're getting. And this is, I mean, this is a massive 44-inch monitor. Most of these are LED backlit as well, if I haven't said that already. So good deal with that one. Let's jump to the next one here. This is going to be the C325B-FWD240. So you're going to have the 240 hertz with this. For this one, we're going to get $100 off. Its current price is $380, so this will drop down to $280. Solid price for a 240 hertz monitor. I'm assuming this is 1080p. This is a 32-inch curved monitor too, so it looks like we have 2 options. They are not specifying which one. I guess it is the, yeah, it is the 32-inch that will have the $100 off. Let's see here. This has the 1800R curve. We get the 240 hertz refresh rate, the 1 millisecond MPRT response time. That's the motion picture response time. Again, not as good as graded gray. My assumption is it's either 4 to 6 millisecond graded gray response time. It's kind of a weird trade-off now, because now you have the high refresh rate, but it's not the fastest response time with this. So if you're a competitive gamer, you want more hertz for that refresh rate, but you also want a really fast response time. So something to consider with this. You do get FreeSync Premium with this. Is it gonna tell us? Nope, yep, that's what I figured. It's just 1080p with this. So 1080p, usually with those higher refresh rate monitors, unless it's like, you'll find some that are 600 to 1000 that have the 240 hertz, but with those, one, it's the huge price increase, and then you'll get the 1440p with that. Covers 99% of the sRGB color space, or the color gamut here. I like that. Again, all of their monitors that I've tried have phenomenal colors with them. We have the built-in speakers, of course. All of these end up having anti-flicker. VESA compatible in terms of mounting this. So that'll be it for this one. Let's see. I'm assuming it just has tilt with it. Does it even show HDMI 1.4 DP? Yeah, DP here, obviously. Yeah, that's how you'll get the 240 hertz, or HDMI. There we go, the 2.1. That's how you get the 240 hertz. That won't do you any good if you're on consoles. You just get the 120 out of it. It is not showing. I don't know if you can adjust this at all. My assumption is usually when I see something like this, it usually just has tilt, would be my guess. And usually it's 5 degrees forward, 15 degrees back with this. So let's move on to the next one. This is going to be the C275B-1858RN. So this one is $240. You will get $50 off of this. This will be $180. So this is a curved 27-inch monitor. Kind of looks like it only has the tilt as well. I don't know if it'll specify that with this, but 27-inch, most likely 1080p. I'm gonna make that assumption here. 165 hertz with DisplayPort, and then 144 hertz with HDMI. It is an edgeless monitor here. We have the built-in speakers, and then you have the FreeSync Premium. Let's see what else we can find out here. Built-in speakers. Yep, 1080p, right? So you can do 120 hertz at 1080p with this. 1800R curve. There we go. 5 degrees forward, 15 degrees back. We get the anti-flicker, and then you have the VESA compatibility for being able to mount this. So that one, again, price $240. We'll take the, is it 240? Yeah, sorry. So this will be $190. I was just thinking 230. So take the $50 off of this. This will be $190 with this. All right, next one, we have the C305W-2560UN. So this is a curved 30-inch ultra-wide monitor, 1080p with this one, ultra-wide, ultra-slim. You only get 85 hertz with this though, so you're not even getting the 100. So again, if you're doing anything competitive, you're going to want that edge where you want the faster response time, you want more hertz, you want the higher refresh rate. This one is going to be lower on this. We got the built-in speakers. Just looking at this, my assumption is just the tilt again with this. We have 1800R curve, 1 DP port, 2 HDMI. Yeah, they should all be fine. They don't even need high versions of those. Let's look at the brightness here. That one, that's a bummer. I don't like seeing that. Brightness 250 candelas per square metered. That's also called nits. So 250 nits here. That's low. This will not get very bright. I mean, if you're on a budget, you want an ultra wide, you're only going to be playing in 1080p, and the refresh rate being 85 hertz isn't a deal breaker for you, this one would be fine for that. Like the lights on the back. Oh, this one's different. It tilts back 3 degrees and goes forward 10 degrees. No, there we go. They have that reversed. That image is reversed. It tilts 10 degrees backwards and 3 degrees forward with this. Nice lighting on the back here. So that'll be this one. Did we see the colors? Did they even say the colors? Not seeing the colors either. Makes me a little nervous. It's probably 99% of the sRGB color gamut, but maybe not, and that's the other thing. So it may not have the same vibrant colors that we're seeing with these other monitors. So this one's so far bottom on my list, but depends on the budget that you're on, right? So this is $244 right now with this one, and looking at our price, we get $50 off of this one. So this, I mean, this will bring it down to what, $195 basically, $200. Just depends on. We're looking at that other one was an ultra wide. No. This one was not. So this is, I think the last one we're going to look at is another ultra wide one, is why I'm thinking that. So that'll be this one. This will be the last one. So this is the C305B-200UN1. So this one's 200 hertz. I would go for this one, because here's the thing with some of these things. You also have to look at how much of a discount are you getting. This is normally 350. It's 315 right now. If they discount it on top of that, and you get the $80 off, this is going to bring this down to what, $335? Do my math right on that? We go $100, add 20, yeah, $335. Or sorry, $235. That's very close. Like, spend the extra $40 over the previous monitor, get yourself that 200 hertz, right? We get the built-in speakers with this. I don't think this is going to have the same. It'll have just the tilt. So 1080p with this one, 200 hertz refresh rate, 1800R curve. We got the edgeless design. This does have HDR 400 with it. Let's see. We have our 3 HDMI, our 1 DP. So if you want to do the 200 hertz, you need to do the DP there. Let's see if it says anything about our colors. Not right there. Not right there. Ooh, not right here. Dang it. Maybe 99%. I'm guessing somewhere in the 90s with this. So if it does have the HDR 400 and it's actually got the nits to back it up. I don't know if this is VESA. So it means peak brightness. So you should get to 400 nits with that. Built-in speakers. The stuff that we're seeing with the other one. 1 millisecond response time. Anti-flicker. AMD FreeSync Premium. Yeah. So with this one, I would go over this one with this one over this other monitor for sure. Now, out of all of these, I'm gonna go with this guy right here. This was just if I have the money, just because it's such a great monitor. I'm a huge fan of what they're doing with the Nebula series right now, and this is a part of that Nebula series, right? If you want the black version and you can wait and you don't care about the money, then down the road you can do that, right? But with this, looking at all of these, other one though, this is if you don't want a big monitor, right? Because keep in mind that's 40 inches, that's huge. This one is, man, this has me intrigued with this. 1440p, 144 hertz. It doesn't have a curve to it, but it's IPS. You get the high colors with it. You're still getting the speakers with it. If you absolutely need a curved monitor, I mean, obviously, but I don't think that should be a deal breaker. You get all the height adjustment with it, swivel, pan, all of that with it. Like 450 nits for the brightness. Like this is a solid deal right here. $50 off of this. This is really, really good. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this particular one. So that would be these two, my top winners. Is what I'm going to say with this. Again, I don't know if it's $50 off of the 32-inch one as well. So if you do that one, it brings it down to, what, $230? Still a solid deal with this. So that's actually going to be it for this video. I will have links for all of these in the description. Full transparency, obviously, if you click on Amazon links and you're doing that through a content creator's page, whether that's through social media or YouTube, they're getting a cut. I get a small percentage off of that. So it does help the channel, helps actually so I can run this channel and get new products and review them. So it does me some good, and I do appreciate if you guys click on that link to help me out a little bit. But let me know what you guys think of all of these in the comment section. Hopefully you guys get to see this video in time to nab one of these if you're in the market for a monitor. And as I said, I've been really impressed with the Sceptre monitors, the Nebula series, but the ones I've been testing and using have been phenomenal. So that's going to be it for this one, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.